welcome back. Today I'm going to be reading to you from the Breck's Flower Bulb catalog. This is the Fall 2021 catalog full of flower bulbs that you could plant this coming fall so that they would bloom in your garden next spring. I did a video once before. It was one of my very first videos of reading and doing a little show and tell from the Breck's catalog, and it was really fun, and I love the way they write about the different bulbs in this catalog. I love the descriptions, so I thought I'd share some of them with you. So before we get started, for any of you who have watched my necklace show and tell video, I wanted to show you that I am wearing my aromatherapy essential oil diffuser necklace today. And I have some lavender essential oil in it, and it smells lovely. So if you catch a little wisp of lavender on the wind while you're listening to this reading, I hope it will help you relax. So I don't think this is going to show in the video, so I just wanted to point it out to you before we start. So enjoy that sparkle. So Breck's is a flower bulb company that has been around for a long time. As it says here, bulbs direct to you from Holland since 1818. So they definitely know what they're doing as far as bulbs. And one of my favorite things in this catalog is that they have such a variety of beautiful, unique irises. So there are pages and pages in this catalog like this of beautiful irises, and many of them are quite old, the cultivars. We'll see that in some of the descriptions. And they all have incredible names. Makes me think of like racehorses or dogs at a dog show or something like that. Any arena where things have sort of elaborate, fantastical names. So to start out, I'll show you a few of these and tell you their names. This blue iris is Clarence. This orange iris is Penny Lane. This burgundy and white iris is called Twist of Sherry, or Twist of Sherry, I'm not sure. This one is called Presby's Crown Jewel. This purple one is called Feedback. And this yellow and orange and white one is called Halloween Halo. So let's switch back to the flip side, to the opposing page here, and see what we have. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. This pink one is called Peggy Sue. This dark, deep purple one is called Ozark Rebounder. And this purple and white multi-shaded kind of tie-dyed one is called Elope. Is that what it's called if you elope with someone named Elaine? And this yellow one is called Pleasant Peasant. Okay, let's read a little bit about what they say about some of these unique bearded irises. I should say these are all bearded irises because this part that hangs down in the front is the beard. Peggy Sue. Gentle, light pink standards, top paler, finely shaped falls, highlighted by mandarin red beards in this darling, barely bitone. So yes, I guess to give you a little more iris anatomy, the standards are the upper part, and the fall actually is the part down here, I guess, and then the beard, I think, is this little, because on this one it says highlighted by mandarin red beards, so that's the little mandarin red part. So that little fuzzy part, I guess, is actually the beard. See, I'm really paying attention here and reading carefully and learning about irises. Okay, let's move on to that really deep purple one, the Ozark Rebounder. This striking variety flaunts royal purple, artfully ruffled blooms, overlaid by velvety, near black veining. Elaine Elope. Reddish purple and snowy white splashes over soft lavender blooms give this award winner an artistic flair. Pleasant peasant. Luminous and frilly golden yellow petals are accented with tangerine beards and light mahogany veining. So again, there's Elena Lope and Pleasant Peasant. Clarence bears pale blue to white standards atop sumptuous blue falls, accented by a snowy spot near the beard. Penny Lane. Lushly ruffled petals are steeped in a warm orange hue and emit a delicate perfume. Twist of Cherie. Deep, heavily saturated purple-red falls contrast bright white standards edged in a slightly lavender hue. Presby's Crown Jewel. Extra large 6-inch flowers are snow white with sharp, deep blue edges. Each stem yields 7 to 9 buds. Feedback. Refreshing blue-violet blooms with widely flared petals and yellow beards. Halloween Halo. Brilliant white standards are stippled with yellow, while an amber yellow halo and bright orange beard highlights the falls. So again, all these beautiful varieties of bearded iris. I just honestly love all these pages of all these flowers. I always feel like I should take this catalog and cut these pages out to make wallpaper or something. Okay, let's do another page of irises. Why not? They're so majestic. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can show you these as we go along a little more. Got another 5 varieties here. This first one, this fiery red one, is called Play with Fire. Play with Fire, one of the best red irises. Gorgeous, heavily ruffled, crimson blooms are 5 inches in size. Stems produce 3 to 4 branches with 9 to 10 buds, including some that are triple socketed. And then below Play with Fire, we have this beautiful yellow and blue one, which is called Easter Candy. Easter Candy. Pale yellow standards rise above light blue-violet falls, embellished by a medial blue stripe. Develops many stems. This lovely multicolored orange one here in the corner is called Lovely Senorita. Lovely Senorita. The flaming Mikado orange standards and burnt orange falls of this award-winning bitone suggest the excitement of a flamenco dancer. This multi-tone blue and purple one is called Habit, and this yellow and pink one, this is really cool, it's kind of speckled here, is called Ring Around Rosie. Habit. New. This one's new. Deep purple-black falls are bedecked with soft violet standards and adorned with rich gold beards. A sweet fragrance adds to its allure. Ring Around Rosie. Sporting yellow-banded falls, sanded with rich magenta, this unique and lovely variety adds gorgeous color to your garden. And now let's move on to read about some Ruffled Iris. Let's see what it says about ruffled irises. Pleats, flutes, crinkles, and waves abound among the ruffled petals that characterize this beautiful selection. Enjoy the eye-catching, frilly edges of these flowers from top to bottom. Okay, so to show you some of our ruffled irises here, this first one, this purple and yellow one, is quite beautiful, and it is called Decadence. Decadence. Extravagant yellow lace on the standards gives this iris an air of royalty. The light plum burgundy falls are edged with a 1/4-inch band of creamy apricot, amplifying the effect of the lavish lace. That one is quite lacy. And then this quite striking two-toned one here is called Starring. Starring. Nearly black, velvety falls showcase pristine white standards for a stunning high contrast effect. Bright tangerine beards add a pop of color to this mostly black and white delight. It's very cool, black and white iris, makes me think of a black and white cookie in New York City. Which actually reminds me to say that the smell of many irises remind me of cookies. We have a couple of different varieties in our garden, one that smells so much like lemon cookies. So maybe irises activate the cookie center in my brain. Okay, let's see, these three beautiful ones down here, sort of almost primary colors. This blue one is called Open Sea. This orangey one is called Rubenesque. And this purpley one, oh, it's quite fuzzy on the inside there. It is called Berry Fulfilling. Berry Fulfilling. Let's read about those three. Open Sea, it's the blue one. Award winner, features refreshing and ruffled cornflower blue blooms that evoke images of rippling water on a summer day. Rubenesque. A high bud count gives this award-winning and attractive variety an extra long blooming period. This self-type iris is pumpkin orange with a slightly lighter area just below the dusky tangerine beards. Berry fulfilling. Huge 6-inch blooms and rich red-purple coloration are sure to satisfy. Whether in bouquets or enjoyed outdoors, this heavily ruffled beauty is berry fulfilling indeed. Okay, one more page of irises, and then we'll move on to some other flowers. This page shows each flower and tells the year that it was introduced. These are all considered historic reblooming irises. It says, when an iris cultivar has been around at least 30 years, it becomes historic in the eyes of the American Iris Society, who founded the historic Iris Preservation Society in 1988. This group of impassioned irisarians share the common goal of keeping classic iris varieties in cultivation, some of which may otherwise face garden extinction. I have never before encountered the word irisarians, and I dig it. Oh gosh, that's a gardening pun too. Oh my goodness, I can't stop today. Okay, let's read about some of the reblooming irises. Okay, first this beautiful peachy orange one, which was introduced in 1979, the year of my birth. Beverly Sills, one of the most celebrated and sought after pink irises. Exciting coral pink blooms are lacy, effervescent, and impeccably formed. Winner of a Dykes Memorial Medal from the American Iris Society. This beautiful white one is called Immortality, and I just realized that I actually have some Immortality irises in my garden, and this is one of those with that spectacular fragrance. So let's see what they say. Immortality. The best white rebloomer, period. Pristine, snow-white, ruffled blooms offer a crisp, sophisticated show. Reblooms easily and generously, creating a striking contrast in front of taller, more colorful irises. And that is true. Our Immortality irises do rebloom all throughout the season. They are quite impressive. Okay, one more that time, let's do a group of 3 around the bottom. These colors are so amazing. This, oh great, and Immortality was introduced in 1982. Now we have this purple and orangey one, introduced in 1991, called Rockstar. Does look pretty glam. And then this blue one, introduced in 1977, is called Victoria Falls. And then this last one in this row, this peachy orange and white one, introduced in 1990, is called English Charm. Rockstar. Pale apricot falls are ruffled and heavily banded with rich raspberry rose plicata markings that match the color of the standards. With Rockstar's relatively short stature, it's ideal for border fronts. Victoria Falls. Very large, light blue standards and falls are reminiscent of magnificent waterfalls. White beards are highlighted by a patch of white in the center of each pale blue fall, mimicking the glimmer of sunlight off rushing water. English Charm. Delicate peach tones infuse creamy standards. Adding to the allure are delightfully ruffled apricot falls with tangerine beards and creamy edges. Okay, now let's move on to some tulips, since that's what Breck's is truly famous for. Here we have a page with some very interesting, beautiful shades of tulips here. These first two at the top are Ronaldo and the Ice Princess. Ronaldo Tulip adds dark tones to spring flower gardens. Deep carmine crimson blooms, darkening nearly to black at the base, are the epitome of style, adorning the strong, sturdy stems of this magnificent triumph tulip variety. The Ice Princess Tulip. This classic beauty enhances any spring display. This lovely tulip has majestic, pointed, ivory white blooms with creamy flame accents. Giant 4 to 5 inch long-lasting flowers on very sturdy stems will be a highlight in the garden and in spring arrangements. We have this very unique, cool, ruffly one called the Queensland Tulip. This is a little songbird nester you can buy. They also have garden accessories in this catalog. And down in the corner we have these beautiful orange ones, which remind me of the way I would draw a tulip when I was a kid. You know, you would draw like a U with like some jagged lines across the top, and that was your tulip. And this one is called the Jetime Tulip. And then this other ruffly, purpley one is called Blue Heron. Queensland Tulip. That's this ruffly one. Double blooms in shades of pink and adorned with white fringe. This alluring tulip features rosy red petals in abundance, highlighted by light pink, ruffled, and serrated edges. Striking flowers generate even more impact as they mature and open fully to their elegant 5-inch double form. Exclusive Jetime Tulip. This enchanting form will surely beguile your neighbors. A very special tulip for mid to late spring borders and cutting beds, Jetime Tulip, French for I love you, bears elegant fluted blooms with a romantic shape and hue. Petals emerge orange with a yellow base and delicate yellow trim. Blue Heron Tulip, the world's first blue fringed tulip. Charming violet blue petals feature a crystalline lilac tasseled edge. It's no wonder Blue Heron is a multiple award winner. Delicately fringed and softly hued, it's sure to attract plenty of attention. See those again. The Jetime ones are pretty darn cute. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? So many cool things in this catalog. Okay, let's look at these. These are some very uniquely shaped tulips. This one up at the top is called the Ice Cream Banana Tulip. Very, very yellow. In this sort of cone shape. And then this one down here is called just Ice Cream Tulip. And you can see there's a funny little inset photo there of a little girl holding it up, making it look like an ice cream cone. Ice Cream Tulip, such a unique shape. And then these ones, which are really wild, which are called Bullseye Tulips. I mean, they almost look like a succulent or a cactus or something with these red and green blooms. So let's read about the ice cream tulips. Ice Cream Banana Tulip. A recent sport of ice cream tulip that blooms at the same time. Okay, it's a new version. Check out this late blooming, long-lasting stunner, which resembles a big scoop of banana ice cream in a colorful cup. At the base of its 4-inch double blooms are strawberry pink petals with a touch of green. They encircle a lush mound of closely packed lemon yellow petals that look simply scrumptious. And then the original variety, I guess, the ice cream tulip. Truly one of the most intriguing tulips you'll ever see. White petals are closely mounded against one another and form a central cone that resembles vanilla ice cream. Strawberry pink petals, tinged with green, encircle this lush delight. As a border or container plant, these 4-inch blooms are certainly eye-catching, dazzling in a cut flower arrangement. And then the Bullseye Tulip, this crazy one. The emergence of fluffy red inner petals from within its fresh green outer petals gives this extraordinary tulip its spot-on name. The upright 4-inch double blooms form on sturdy stems and stand out in a border or bed of mixed perennials. Cream Tulips. Flipping over to the next page, we have these striking red tulips that are called Red Riding Hood. And then we have these blue ones that are called Wild Blue Heart Tulips. Blue Heart and Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood Tulip. The beauty of this award-winning tulip's blooms is rivaled only by the beauty of its foliage. Striking red variegated leaves surround plump, ruffled petals of the deepest scarlet. Peer into the egg-like cup and you'll see a black heart. With their unique foliage coloration and petite size, only reaching 10 to 12 inches tall, they look lovely at the front of a bloom-filled border. Wild Blue Heart Tulip. Small in stature, but big on style. This petite beauty features sweet 2-inch blooms of white, highlighted by brilliant steel blue hearts. Flowers appear early and sit atop 4-inch stems, making them an ideal front border variety. Though slow to increase, they are fantastic naturalizers. And then in the second row on this page, we have these very pretty pink ones, which are called Sweet 16. And then we have these orange ones, which to me are also a very quintessential tulip kind of shape. And they are called Orange Emperor. Sweet 16 Tulip. A totally unique tulip shape. One of the earliest pinks to bloom, this hybrid opens in a warm blush pink shade, edged in a paler hue. Unique tulips resemble magnolia flowers. They do actually kind of. I didn't think of that before, but they look like magnolias. Orange Emperor Tulip. Prodigious blooms of orange and yellow. Among spring's first flowers, Orange Emperor tulips are truly royal classics and a special favorite in Holland. Huge blooms have glowing orange petals with a pale yellow base and measure up to 10 inches wide when fully opened. Orange Emperor. Here on this page we have some more traditional looking tulips. These are Breck's Best Jumbo Perennial Tulip. Show these to you. This one is called Halley's Comet. This one is called Guinevere. There you can see all the different colors displayed in a row. And then down here below we have Red Matador and Sun Gold. Beautiful, beautiful tulips. There you can see the bulbs, what the bulbs look like, and they're showing how their Breck's bulbs are, super jumbo. Holland's best tulips. Tulips with daffodil qualities. They grow with vigor and increase in beauty year after year. Huge blooms, tall, sturdy stems, and gorgeous colors are sure to wow friends and neighbors. Perfect for adding beautiful, lasting color to spring borders. Okay, let's do one last spread in the catalog here. Hold this out fully for you, because this one, I don't know how well you can see it, but it says eclectic tulip shapes in bold colors. So let's see what these two pages have to offer. First we have this pretty pink one, which is called the Bella Blush Tulip. Then we have this rainbow Parrot Tulip, and Parrot tulips are a whole kind of tulip in and of themselves. They have these super frilly edges, and they're usually multicolored, quite colorful, like a parrot. So this kind is rainbow Parrot Tulip. And then these ones are just so striking, so wild to see such a black flower. The Queen of Night Tulip. So let's read about these varieties. Bella Blush Tulip. The classically shaped blooms are a lovely, tropical-looking blend of pink and apricot, and the color combination appears to change ever so subtly from one day to the next. The flowers have a striking black center and are held aloft by sturdy 18-inch stems. Rainbow Parrot Tulip. Gorgeous hues and unusual form. This fragrant parrot type is a lavish variety with a full feathery form highlighted by splashes of yellow, green, and rich brownish red. Plant in a seasonal border or use as a striking addition to fresh cut arrangements. Requires only well-drained soil and a sun-splashed site to grow. Queen of Night Tulip. A rare, nearly black tulip. Velvety, deep maroon-black blooms on sturdy stems provide sensational contrast in borders and arrangements, the center of attention wherever displayed. Very long-lasting in the garden or a vase. And then on this page we have this beautiful lush arrangement of tulips. Apple Blossom Tulip Mixture. Down here we have the Esperanto Tulip. Another one with that interesting shape. And then over here, these purple and white ones, which are so cool, are the Enchanted Evening Tulip Mixture. Alright, so let's go back up here to our Apple Blossom Tulips. Apple Blossom Tulip Mixture. Warm shades and a classic triumph shape. Imagine the effect of these lovely colors grouped together in your spring garden. This lively bouquet of fantastic double flowers is a professionally selected blend of triumph tulips in shades from a pastel blush to deep magenta pink. Esperanto Tulip. Its flower buds have a unique green and white pattern, setting the stage for gorgeous, long-lasting 4-inch blooms that are rose pink with a green flamed midrib and fade to dark red. The green leaves have contrasting white edges, adding even more visual interest, ideal for small areas. And they note here Breck's rigorous inspection process. Breck's top quality tulip bulbs undergo a multi-step inspection process that guarantees beauty for your garden. We reject any bulb that is too small, diseased, or spoiled in any way. And I do have to say they have very high quality bulbs. Everything we've ever gotten from them has performed very well. So let's wrap things up with the Enchanted Evening Tulip Mixture. Blue tulips in an intriguing variety of shades, shapes, and forms, featuring Triumph tulips in shades of purple, Parrot tulips in lilac blue, lily flowering tulips in white and blue, and many more. This tulip mixture is the perfect way to create a season of color with a single mass planting. All of these beautiful tulips. So I think I will wrap up there for today. I mean, we could go on and on. Everything in this catalog is wonderful. These ones here on the front are the Piccata Bearded Iris mixture. Beautiful. And I really hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I really like the language that they use in this catalog. I find it really charming and I enjoy reading it. And I hope that you found this relaxing. Take good care of yourself